welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey, just showing you how close I am. Look at this tapestry. It is coming out better than I had dared to hope. Being that everything's all tangled and everything's all crazy, that's the one end. I'm checking to see which side I'm on for my pattern. I have a lot less tangles this time because I've been able to eliminate some of the colors that were needed. We don't need the red, we don't need the orange, they are done. We're mostly using brown and black. The yellow is way done. We're done with that yellow. And there's my pattern on my old phone. Love this program so much. I don't know if it's available anymore. It is called something Pro. Let me grab a phone beside me and I can tell you what it's called. It is called eCanvas for cross stitch, and I'm using the Pro version. I did actually pay to get the Pro version, and I find it's a lot easier to make these graphs on it, because basically any graph you can use it for other projects. Like if I wanted to cross stitch this, I totally could. This will make it, gives me all the colors I need, it gives me the parameters that I need, all that kind of stuff, but I am not going to be cross stitching this. There's no way I'll ever cross stitch this, but I wanted it for a blanket and I did not want it cross stitch, so I did need a graph. There are some things online you can use that will give you a free graph. Even just Googling graphs, you'll find tons of things that are graphed, but this picture wasn't a graph, and it suited it. I don't even think it has anything to do with this video game, but it had the right color scheme and the right kind of vibe to it to go with it, so that's why I chose it. And I would never make this to sell or to ever give to anybody else. This is just a one-time deal with this particular picture, and the other one I'm going to do as well. Unfortunately, I could not find out where the picture even came from. It might be Red Dead, it might be just something somebody else did and just showed up because the colors are similar, so it's kind of where I'm at with it. And we are working on switching colors. So when I get to switching colors, I will do the first 2 loops on my single crochet, and then that last one to join them together is where I change my color. So let's see, I should have one coming up. It sure looks like I'm probably going to need one here. So we wrap around, we go under so we don't lose our end, and now when we start our next one, the brown will go with it instead of having the black pull through, which will take away half the stitch, is what I have found. So I like to do it this way. That way I get my full stitch. Obviously I need 2 here. I'm going to move that because it just keeps getting in my way. And now we're just making sure that this black one underneath, I can't seem to get it to tighten. I don't know what happened with that one, but it's loose. Maybe I didn't tighten it when I came through, but I didn't want to take everything apart and go back, so I'm just going to pull this through this end, and I'll pull through here, and I'm just going to weave in the ends later, and that should just give it that little bit that, I don't know why that one was like that. I probably just didn't tighten it, and that's what I'm going to blame it on. So we're going to go back, and then we're going to wrap it over, pull that under, go through, and our color has changed. And it's really that simple. I don't like to do it later. I don't like to do it after that loop, but before that, when that loop goes through, it really gives it that more squared off look, because it just leads to the next one. So I'm trying to incorporate some of my ends here. into the stitching, so when I go to put my ends in, I don't have as much to sew in because they've already been integrated into the actual stitches. So finishing them off, I will be putting them through stitches. That way they're really stuck in there, and possibly felting on the back. Haven't decided. I was mentioning before in another video that this brown is feltable. It enjoys being felted. That's what it likes to do the most. So that's always fun. And here we go again, using my 4.0 millimeter in the deep green. And I just like working with these hooks. I'm absolutely in love with them. My Amazon ones and my Hobbii ones were pretty good, but I'm feeling like... Okay, so we're just gonna keep on going. We got our black and our browns and our reds. Pull that a little tighter, make sure it's in there nice, not too tight though, because it will make the stitch a little bit smaller. So we're going to go through this, trying to bury up some of my yarn scraps on here that I've cut because I'm done with that color, and I'm just trying to put them in through behind some of the stitching. I will have to work on this one a little bit, work it around and all that beautiful stuff, but you can't go wrong with it. It's going really, really well. I would probably recommend making sure that, you know, all your yarn weights are the same to keep your tapestry going together. Oh, more of my hair. Isn't that lovely how much hair I lose? Always finding it on everything. And we're gonna go over here. Don't forget to grab those two and tuck around. There we go. Oh, careful, careful. This black's seen some stuff. It's been through another project, and now I'm just putting it into something that'll probably be around longer. The other project did not turn out the way we wanted, and it just did not work out. So now I'm using it in other projects, so I don't have to rush out and buy some more black or anything like that, because that would not be what I want to do. And we're going through. Now it looks like we're about to do a color change. We're going to wrap over, pull it through the top, and there, our color has been changed successfully. Looking good. There's a lot of concentration with this particular type of pattern that I wasn't fully prepared for. And I thought it would just go really fast because I can count, I can follow a graph. But apparently, no, that is so far from the truth, it's not even funny. And this is where it gets all crazy, because now we're starting to show the shadows of the grass and the brown around it to give it more of a deeper shadow. Which I don't mind, because I wanted to make sure that I used a few colors because of all the different colors I used in the sunset and the background, the two different yellows for the sun. That way it looks more like, say, an impressionist type painting is how I wanted it. I don't think it's going to look like, you know, crisp line and stuff like that.